Okay you guys, I can't even hold it in anymore. Something just happened that has everyone talking again, and honestly, it might be the most convincing sign yet that Wang and Shen are really, truly in love. I'm telling you, if you've been shipping them since the beginning, then this is the moment we've been waiting for. And before we dive in, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any updates, because things are heating up faster than we can even process. Alright, let's get into it. So, if you've been following them since Meteor Garden aired, then you already know how their chemistry has always been on another level. From the first moment Dylan's Dao Ming-Si locked eyes with Shenyu's Shan Kai, something just clicked. Sure, they were playing characters, but the way they looked at each other, the lingering glances, the genuine laughter in between takes, it never felt like acting. It felt real. And over the years, even though both of them tried to downplay any rumors, we know there's always been something more going on. Now, let's fast forward to this week, a moment that's already being called the soft launch of their relationship by fans all over Asia. It all started with what looked like a harmless behind-the-scenes video. You guys, when I say harmless, I mean it looked innocent, until you really watched it closely. The video was uploaded by a staff member on the set of an upcoming promo event for a brand both Dylan and Shen are working with. Totally normal. At first, it's just footage of the crew setting up, the makeup team laughing, and stylists adjusting lights. But in one quick, maybe 7-second clip, you can see Dylan walking into the dressing room with Shenyu's coffee in hand. Okay, I know what you're thinking, so what? Maybe he was just helping. But listen. First of all, he wrote her name and drew a tiny heart on the cup. Yep. You can clearly see it when he puts it on the table. It says "Yu growing heart" in his handwriting. Not only that, but the way he gently tapped her on the shoulder, leaned down, and smiled at her before walking away? It wasn't just friendly. It was that kind of soft, intimate gesture you only make when you're totally comfortable with someone. It felt like we were watching a boyfriend sneak in a quick check-in before heading off to work. And, here's the kicker, Shen blushed. Not dramatically, not fake. Just a quiet, genuine smile, and she bit her lip before picking up the cup. Guys. That moment? It broke the fandom. The video was taken down within hours, but by then it was too late. Fans had already clipped it, reposted it, slowed it down, zoomed in, added subtitles, it was everywhere. Hashtags like #DylanShenYuaProof and #YuiWaHeartCup were trending across Weibo, TikTok, Instagram, and even X. Now, I know what the skeptics are saying. It could have been friendly, they've been close for years, don't overanalyze. But here's why this moment feels different. They've always been private. Always cautious. So for something like this to slip through? For Dylan to hand-deliver her coffee, label it with a pet name, and not even look embarrassed when it was caught on camera? That's not careless, that's intentional. Or at least, not hiding anymore. And it doesn't stop there. The same day, Dylan posted a random story on his personal IG. Nothing crazy, just a photo of his dog and a peaceful sunset. But guess what was in the background? A plant. A very specific, very rare bonsai that fans recognized from Shenyu's previous posts. She had posted a photo of that exact bonsai 2 months ago, calling it her baby because she'd been growing it since 2020. Same pot. Same shape. Same shelf. Coincidence? I don't think so. People started comparing interiors, matching small details like the wood finish, curtains, and even a lamp in the corner. And let me tell you, it's looking more and more like they may actually be living. Or at least spending a lot of time together. And if that wasn't enough to send us all spiraling, here comes the cherry on top. A fan spotted Dylan and Shen shopping together in San Francisco last week. Yes. In the US. They were wearing masks and hats, being low-key, holding hands only when they thought no one was watching. But someone was watching. And they were kind enough not to scream or cause a scene. Instead, they quietly snapped a photo from behind and posted it anonymously with the caption, "Didn't want to intrude, but saw Dylan Wang and Shen Yu grocery shopping together in San Francisco. They looked happy. Really relaxed. Like they were just being themselves. Almost like fate kept pulling them closer. You can see it in the way Dylan has matured. He's not the same boy we met during his breakout role. Back then, he was playful, spontaneous, even a little mischievous. But now? There's this calmness in him. A depth. And when he's around Shen Yu, or even just talking about her, he seems grounded. Like she's his center. And Shen Yu? She's always been this ray of light. Sweet, thoughtful, kind-hearted. But now, there's a new confidence in her too. She's glowing. And fans are noticing it. A lot of people have commented that she looks happier lately. Like something beautiful is happening in her life, and honestly, we all feel like we know what that is. You know what really gets me though? It's the fact that despite how famous they both are, they still protect this thing between them so fiercely. That says everything. In an industry where every detail gets dissected, and where so many couples crumble under pressure, Dylan and Shen Yu have always chosen to keep their most important moments private. Not because they're hiding, but because they're treasuring it. And that's what makes all these little clues so special. So now, in 2025, seeing these little moments, these signs that something real is blossoming, it feels like we're witnessing the payoff of a love story that's been growing behind the scenes for years. And sure, maybe they won't say it out loud yet. Maybe there won't be a grand announcement or a dramatic confession. But maybe they don't need to say anything. Because love like this? You can feel it. In the way Dylan watches her when she's not looking. In the way Shen Yu always defends him during interviews. In the way they talk about trust and comfort when asked about their ideal partner. In the quiet gestures, the private trips, the shared plans, and yes, even in a cup of coffee with a hand-drawn heart. So what now? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe they'll keep being low-key. Maybe they'll slowly start appearing together more. Or maybe, just maybe, one day soon, we'll get that one post that says it all, a photo of them side by side, no caption, no explanation, just them. And you best believe when that happens, I'll be here crying, screaming, and celebrating with all of you. Until then, let's keep supporting them, not by pressuring them to confirm things, but by loving them the way they've always loved each other, quietly, patiently, and with so much heart. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I'll be following every detail and bringing you the latest as soon as anything happens. Trust me, this story is far from over. And to Dylan and Shen Yu, if by some miracle you ever see this, thank you. For being brave. For being real. And for reminding us that the best kind of love isn't loud, it's soft, steady, and just felt. See you in the next update, fam. And remember, sometimes, proof isn't found in words. It's found in the little things.